replay review from Residente, so we're gonna have a quick look at what's going on with it and just see if it's any good. Say it to everyone. Yeah, we're gonna get up there. Alright, let's see. Okay, we got the blue team in the center here. I'll have a quick look at items soon. Got Zoro as a standard Nova build here. Got a Defiler. Looks like we got an early fight. Miss from Residente, not really much going on. We got Robert here with a buckler. You know, that's a goated player right there. Definitely not a racist build. Alright, Sean's gonna take his stuff up. It looks like he's gotten the new build. Pretty interesting. It is quite weak early. He is gonna get dived as he gets clapped in the jungle. Who is this? This is, what is his name? Horderi. That must be a totally new player. Alright, mid lane we got Burrito. He's got, this looks like a Facebook build, man. And Mobaholic, that looks more standard. I don't like the transport anymore, but let the casuals play. I've got a QW start here, no E. Interesting. Looks like he's gonna lose the lane, but we'll see. We've got Zoro doing a little run by here. He's trying to finish his knife. He's got no gems. Where are we going? We're doing a long pause. This is never going to be a kill. It's not even good right on the lane. Completely useless. Should have gone somewhere else. Looks like he might see the Boros here. He is going to find Boros, who's level down. And we just hit the camp and tank. So we're going to go towards the tank here. I don't know if this is worth, but we do get someone from the red team rotating. Zoro is going to try to TP out and then not TP out. He's going to go down. So Zoro doesn't know how to play. Alright, we got Robert with the buckler shoes here. This might be a dial. We'll see. John is going to get on the big tank here. He needs his mana. He should get it eventually. He'll get that big tank. Actually, a good pickup for him. He's just kind of got like a free money drive straight from Zoro there, who just didn't look like he knew how to play there in the jungle. Find Nova to actually be very fast farmer, but she does not scale very well because her ultimate was gutted. I'd say her kit is actually kind of handicapped. It's almost like you're just operating the wheelchair, and sometimes the wheelchair breaks, just hit, and then you can't do anything. We're gonna get tagged again. Zoro's still half HP. Going after Robert. Let's see, what does Robert have? He misses every Q. Gets in the center here, obviously no damage. Still gonna have enough. He's just got more people. We're gonna hit the wave here. We're pinging. Everybody knows we're here. Right, so we're gonna get another free kill here. Axax coming up. He's kiting. He's gonna get one. Very nice pickup. Zoro picks out. Got a lot of free money on the map here. John doing some damage to Robert. Probably not worth it. Should just ignore him the whole game. Got some minerals here. Nobody's taking them. Probably gonna see Nova pick them up after. Yep, there's one. This one is still here. We'll see if somebody takes it. It's big money. Alright, this lane's trash. We're not gonna watch this. We got Axax zoning Zoro here. Zoro's gonna pop ult against Toxie. Like I said, it's a handicapped character, so just think of it as a wheelchair. Take your wheelchair home. Yep, there we go. Alright, we've got counter logic coming up, picking up a kill with the mid laner. Looks like that was a decent rotate, even though they were there for like 30 seconds. Gonna kill a kill there. We might see some boss attempts. Looks like we're gonna run mid, and we're gonna get one with the handicap ult. Quite a good pickup considering the circumstances. See what we got on the Defiler here. There are basically no items. Alright, Residente's got an Eye of Aim on. Looks like he might be getting a Silver Solar or something else for vision. We'll see. We got two blues here coming up. We're gonna farm this. It's TS, but not worded. Looks like the gems go through to the Rainer. It's gonna run. We have another TP from Zoro, who is coming back. Oh, he just got juiced up. Oh, man. That's what you call a counter. Probably best play would be to run out and try to stealth away from their site. Robert gets caught and gets domed. Kind of want to see some parallax pickup from the blue team here. See this. We got a blue jean build here from our Dustin. I don't know what he needs the blue jean for, but we'll find out later maybe. XX is on the run. He's got 3 on him. Almost made it out. Not the best kiting, but good enough. So we're going to get tagged here on this pure, but he's got 3 players. I'm not really sure why the 3v2 was started there. John's looking for some free money. He's looking for a wave. Looks like we've got maybe a Cali build here. We'll see if that's the rush. Robert has, I don't know what he's building. We'll find out later. Probably a racist build. Alright, still looking for that blue jean. Rainer, no dial as of yet. He's getting a few components there, but we're probably going to see a dial here and some more items. We've got Robert getting dived again, but he has Nova help. So 1 for 1, probably going to be a 2 for 1. So it looks like he's going to make it out. No, he gets blinked on. TS down, and he does get tagged. He is down. That's a good play there. Residente still hasn't upgraded. Pure does have the warp shard. He's probably working on his support item. Robert, no new items. He's got a scavengers, but he's solo laning, so he's definitely a racist build. Alright, he's got a face close looking into a shinobi here. Boris going in 1v2. Looks like he's gonna get punished for it. It's not really the best timing there. Residente does have the silver soul. Probably would want to see a 4 all out of him, since that would do a lot more, but he does get some very good tags here, and he is making the silver soul worth its money. He's gonna pull up and get a second kill here, so XX gets 3 total. Decent bit of money here. Rainer's still in the mid lane. It looks like no towers taken so far. Not really a whole lot of damage. It's kind of a roam game. Got a lot of jungle action, but I wouldn't say it's high quality. Alright, XX picking up the minerals. He knows what he's doing. See this burrito here, no new items. Still looking for stuff. We're going to speed it up a little bit. Not that much going on. Got Zoro running in the mid. He's going to try to poke. He's going to take damage and run out. Got more jungling here. Top side, pretty much an even lane. Not a whole lot going to happen here. We see Residente hovering the middle. Warzone doing a little bit of warding and de-warding. Not a whole lot going on. Top side, we've got lots of pings. They're maybe looking to do some plays. We've got Nova pulling up. We've got a little bit of a fight here. John goes down. They're going for Residente. Pure is getting shot, but not a whole lot here. They're pushing back in. Residente is going to engage. Pure Cycle is going to lock down that kill. XX is going to get the Dustin as well. Pure looking for more. He's not going to catch more, but that is pretty much it. Pretty much no effective play on the blue side, on the bottom. So red team is kind of in the lead here. They might get this free turret. Boris on the bottom is going to cover that wave here. The mid might fall though. Nope, no TPs in the mid. It does go down for free. So they get the top, they lose the mid, so probably not that good of a trade for the red team overall. Zoro going to start the boss. He has a potion and he's shinobi. He should be able to take this quick. Not going to get contested. He's going to get the gem and run out. The red team very slow on the draw here. They do get a pickup on Robert. He's going to walk it forward. Not sure if he got lost there. Counter logic scared. He might be considering to get the sanctum here. Definitely want to push out the wave first before getting the sanctum. Just, you know they were all bottom, so unless they TP straight on it, they won't be here. Zoro taking the TP, looking for his jungle. It looks like there's just a few tanks left here. The mid lane is open. Are they going to get some damage? We have a TP probably from Dustin here who's going to defend his turret. Dustin defending quite well so far. Bottom lane pretty healthy as well, and this one is not that damaged. I've got Pure rotating to the top side. Looks like he's just going to hold the wave. He's looking for a play. He's going to get on counter and it goes down to both him and XX. So we've got John fighting Robert here. Not a whole lot going on. We're just going to ignore that. Mid side, we did get the mid turret. We're pushing in. Pure's on the flank. He cannot warp shard, but he's going to pick up the air tool. He's going to get locked down. He goes down. Should have ran earlier. John is looking for some damage on Robert. He misses everything. He's looking for the chase. They do get the pickup here. Are they going to be able to finish that kill? We got a little bit of bouncing back and forth. Everybody is missing everything. Residente does hit the connect here. He's not finished yet. Zoro enters the fray. He hits on John. John runs out. John does die. Zoro is also tagged. Zoro's going to get another assist with the Dustin here. Counter logic is back here. He's ready to fight. Pure looking for a pick. He's going to back out. And XX in the bottom looking for a play as well. He's looking for Zoro, who's going to run out. They're not going to collapse on him. He gets Defiler ulted. He is cooked. He's out. Burrito gets the snipe on Zoro, who overstayed, and we have counter logic going down. And that is it. So quite a good trade overall, but but I'd say the blue team probably still retains the advantage just based on how they're using the macro here. Mid turret, we've got some weird stuff going on. I don't know what these two are doing. They're just doing a little bit of play fighting here. Bottom side, we are holding. Jericho's gonna get pulled back. He is gone. We need somebody else to pull up. We have Robert coming in. He has no damage. We do pop the gem here. And we have a ping for the boss. Zoro gets spotted. Toxie pulls up, deals some damage and waits. Zoro should probably run to these camps now. He's gonna run into Pure. He's taking some damage, but he's not dead. Pure feels like he's low. He's gonna go down. Axe taking some damage. Counter is gonna get out. John's quite low. It looks like he is in trouble, but he is fine. And the red team takes over the river. We have Zoro still just walking around. He doesn't look like he has sustain, so he's probably looking for a pick. John did just get the heal here, a good heal. He's gonna get attacked by Zoro. He cloaks out. He's looking for help. We've got Defiler here supporting. He's gonna get picked. Big Rainer ult. Rainer drop, and yeah, there's not a whole lot going on here. Zoro's gonna run out. Probably should not have baited his team, but what can you do? Just can't help it. Mid turret, no defense right now. Dustin helping out Zoro. Not really a good fight here. Can they do anything? Spellstorm covering most of the Dustin spells. We got Zoro trying to chase on Residente, who tags him. He's gonna get winded. And not a whole lot more push. John is pushing in with low HP. What is he doing? He is kiting on a melee character. He does get winded as well. Robert is cleaned up by the whole red team. Meanwhile, Axax has gotten the top of the bottom turret here. And Zoro is walking around looking for something. This is what I meant by a wheelchair character. It's not that good. You know, a lot of items on this character, and then it doesn't really feel like you can 1v1 that easily. Even a support will kind of run you off. Alright, we're going for the Aeon here. It is spotted. Both teams taking 3 hours to make it. Zoro's going to get the Aeon. He's going to go down. Sean is quite low, but he's going to get the pickup on... Is it Pure? It was kind of lucky. Oh. Got another fight in the mid lane. Dustin's going to go down behind the turret. Should have probably ran all the way back to the second. Ericool is also tagged, but he's fine. He's going to go back. Alright, and we've got a boss take here from the red team. They're going to get this boss here. Robert pulling up, but he's no items. He's going to run in just in time to give them another kill. Good money transfer there. Red team pushing up on all sides. Would want to see somebody in the top lane pushing that way, but they're going to mostly group mid here. XX doing kind of a split. He's going to find the Defiler. It's an interesting fight. He's getting 2-on-1. Should probably have ran. He's going to get picked off. Should expect enemy members to be there when you're not fully in the mid there. And John found 2, which he probably doesn't want that fight. Residente ready to support. We're going to tag him. Zoro gets the kill and trades 1-for-1. Counter is tagged as well. He's going to go down. 2-for-1 overall. Not bad. And the rest of the team really doesn't have much damage. Toxie looking for the Dustin, but he lets him go a little bit too late on the chase. Got Robert here getting tagged up. Obviously, he is going to be able to take that damage, but he is getting low. He gets tagged and stunned, taunted. And yeah, he's not going to go very far. We would want to see a parallax on him, but I don't think that's part of the build. Alright, we've got XX splitting some more here. We have a slip tide, decent attack speed as the gem goes up. Would probably want to see something a little bit more agility based than slip tide here, but that is his item of choice. We've got Zoro going on John. John just rolls out. Zoro gets deleted by Rainer. See, we've got very troll build by Rainer here. Not that damage focused, but the blue gene is huge utility, so he doesn't have to do as much damage if he just hits everything. Ericool gets tagged, he gets shot. And we get the bottom turret. Blue team, 2 people in the mid lane, kind of farming the same wave while this one goes down. Not really that good of a rotation. Here we're going to see the TP back, but the tower did go down for free. Got Rainer fighting the tank here. Looks like he's going for an all-out, and they're going to get him as well. Everybody on the red team backs out. It looks like the blue team is running it down. Nova not really able to do much at this stage in the game, even though you got all these items. It just doesn't really have much punch. Let's see if he can get a pick here on the tank. He cannot. He just gets domed 1v2. Alright, John looking for a pick. He does get the Bola. He gets the kill. And we've got Erical getting picked as well. Axax still on the split. He gets all the minions. He's hitting that tower. He's got a Pyre. Very odd build. And it looks like we have a surrender. Pretty interesting stuff here. I'm going to have a quick look at the scoreboard. Obviously, our MVP here is Residente with these plays. Pretty decent play from Rainer as well, but definitely Residente setting all the plays, kind of getting around the map. You can tell he was on fire this game. He doesn't have transport, so you can really tell you can get around the map and make a lot of stuff happen without transport. Item-wise, pretty good item choice. Sibylline, you could say he earned it at this point in the game. He does have his core haul. He's kind of set. Pretty good item choice overall. Might not even need the taser given the kit, but not really an issue. Could see maybe a dial or a parallax if necessary. Maybe a buffer for the Dustin, but since it's not really a serious game, this is a good meme build anyway. John just going for the full crit here. Probably want to see him play a little bit more careful in the early game and definitely play around his Argus since that was the place to be in. A little bit of a slow build here. Probably want to see the Shinobi come in first and maybe see the Kali follow just to get the item ordering. I like the Coaling Saber here. That does give him quite a lot of extra damage and it probably helps out. Axax, really good split. You can tell he's in the right place. However, he should be a little bit more careful, especially if he doesn't see the enemy team on the map. They're probably on him. Don't love the Slip-Tight Pyre here. Probably want to see a Divinator, Tetra, or some kind of other damage combination that's going to give him more punch for about the same attack speed. Burrito, pretty good ults. You can see the battle cruisers are on. The build is a little bit iffy. The omniscience probably not necessary, but it is working as far as his build goes. Like we said, he is hidden everything. Pure, some pretty good plays this game. Good build. He was equipped. He did not really need the buffer as of yet since the Dustin was building blue jeans, so adequate build here, and he was kitted out to get them. He got good use out of the warp shard. Next we have Moboholic. It didn't look like he was warding in the mid lane. He did have the Ornate Flask, so even though he had the item, he wasn't really getting those pickups, so kind of an odd choice there. Starting with Blue Jean, not really making a whole lot of sense. Even if you get a tag on Axax or John, they can just use spells in the meantime, so it was not really the highest quality of item to go for. It would make more sense to get it as maybe a third or fourth item where you already have your farming and damage items and you're just also adding the blind to it. Counter Logic played pretty decent early game. It looked like his team kind of got derailed and he wasn't able to make much happen. Should probably skip the Rathion here and maybe get a little bit more flat damage. You can get the extra range if needed. Probably Warp Shard would be best just to get in and out of the fights. Definitely want a Parallax on this build as well, so probably just go Parallax, Warp Shard, maybe Divinator, maybe Tetra. Instead of this lineup, the Shinobi is fine. Then we have our Erical here. Silver Soul is decent. Cassia Crystal is okay, but this combination just doesn't work out at all. She probably wanted to see a starter support item and then upgrade that into a core haul. And then once you have a core haul here, maybe the Silver Soul would be okay. Maybe a Parallax for Residente, but this is not going to accomplish much. Robert, this is a build. Scavengers, when you're solo laning, makes as much sense as the rest of the build here. So we're obviously not too serious about this. No Parallax into Argus just means that we're really on the red team. But we're not on the red team. So 2-8 performance there, tanked a bit, but didn't really feel like we were accomplishing much. And we got Zoro with the Nova. He did get his Parallax, needed it quite early. He got his Shinobi, but it looked like he was not picking good fights. And since there's more players on the blue team, he just got punished for it. And if I look back, this is actually the red team, so I thought so. So the red team was hard winning, and it looked like they were showing up to the right places. The blue team looked like they didn't know what they were doing. Zora's playing a wheelchair character, so just need to wait for buffs probably in the next 10 years. And so not really a whole lot you can do with Nova. I find her to be a decent farmer, but she doesn't quite scale like the other characters. You you don't even want to take a fight against any of these characters unless you're 2 items ahead. So it doesn't feel like it's really a good deal. And the Boros can just pick up a cleaver and just clean you out. So later in the game, you're always going to be losing. As the Nova, you have to do more just to be able to play. The Rainer's going to shut that down, so it's just relatively unplayable, and he made it harder on himself. That's it. That's my review.